today is our day that we're going to be going to Disneyland Paris. I'm whispering because people are still asleep because we're going very early, but I'm super excited. I'm all dressed up and we're gonna take the metro to the park and spend the entire day there. So without further ado, let's go to Disneyland.
Once we arrived at the park, we entered the gardens in front of the Grand Disneyland Paris Hotel. While the gardens were beautiful, we couldn't contain our excitement in entering Disneyland Park itself. Main Street USA was so charming. It was full of adorable shops, candy stores, bakeries, and restaurants. While at Main Street USA, I bought my very own pair of Sleeping Beauty Mickey ears right before we went to the cable car bake shop for some desserts.
That's so cute.
After tasting the delicious unbirthday cake eclair, we went to the Sleeping Beauty castle to take in the view. After admiring the castle, we went down into the dungeons to see what we could find.
I love it. It's near this room. Oh, there's inside.
Once we were done exploring inside the castle, we entered into Fantasyland. There were so many fun rides in Fantasyland, but we chose to go on It's a Small World first. one Small World ride later, we came out just in time for the Disneyland Character Parade. After the parade, we finished our time in Fantasyland by wandering through the Alice in Wonderland Labyrinth.
Which way?
After what felt like forever, we made it to the center of the maze to find the Queen of Hearts castle overlooking all of Fantasyland. Once we were done enjoying the view from atop the castle, we went to the Bella Notte Cafe for some lunch. After lunch, it was time to explore Discoveryland. Discoveryland had a super fun steampunk aesthetic, and even had the Captain Nemo submarine from the Jules Verne novel. Once we resurfaced, we rode the Hyperspace Mountain roller coaster. After the ride, we came out to see that the color parade was happening in the middle of Central Plaza. Once the parade was over, we went to Adventureland where we quickly stopped for another bite to eat, this time at Coco's Cafe.
We'll eat everything.
After our snack, we wandered around more of Adventureland. Next up, we rode the Indiana Jones Temple of Peril ride, and it was thrilling. After the roller coaster, we found ourselves in Frontierland next to the Mark Twain Steamboat and Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain was the longest line we waited in all day, but the roller coaster ride was extremely worth it. It was extra long, went under the lake, and was one of the most fun rides we went on all day. After Big Thunder Mountain, we went to our final ride at Disneyland Parks, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Piraterie et ses nombreuses et précieuses récompenses.
So cool.
After Pirates, we left Disneyland Parks and ran over to the Walt Disney Studios Park for some special rides. Specifically, we had our hearts set on the Avengers Flight Force roller coaster, and it did not disappoint. After the roller coaster, we had reserved some time though to go and see the Alice and Queen of Hearts Spectacular. The show was full of extreme sports, acrobatics, pyrotechnics, and a song battle between the Queen of Hearts and Alice herself. After a long back-and-forth song battle, Alice emerged victorious. Once the show was over, we shuffled off to our next destination, the Steakhouse in the Disney Shopping District for dinner. After dinner, we did some last-minute shopping before going back to Disneyland Park for the grand finale of the night. We found ourselves the perfect spot in front of the castle and settled in to watch the Disneyland Electrical Sky Parade and Fireworks show. Thanks so much for watching! I hope you enjoyed this little vlog of our perfect day at Disneyland. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in our next adventure.